Welcome back to the Real Spit Podcast. You know what I'm saying? Introduce myself. This is Raj, the host. You know what I'm saying? We're going to go around the room and introduce ourselves.
What's up, everybody? I'm Quinn.
How everybody doing? I'm OG Mike.
That's what's up. That's what's up. Hey, we coming to y'all with some more content. All right, today's what we're going to be speaking about is emotions. How to control our emotions as young black men and as adult periods. How emotions get us in trouble. So we're going to touch on this emotion thing because we definitely got to keep that in check. So who want to go first on this one, y'all? Quinn?
So I got a 22-year-old son at the house, and we have a lot of conversation about controlling your emotions, right? Because I'm watching things that's happening on social media. They showing all these different videos. You seeing young men always being incarcerated, getting these crazy numbers, right? And a lot of it comes with emotions. They didn't make the right decision because they was letting their emotions lead, right? So that's always a conversation in my house, right? I give you a situation. I don't know if any of y'all saw the video where I guess the female was dating a guy in the house in the apartment, and the ex-boyfriend came to the door and he's trying to push his way in the door. The female's trying to block, right? The new boyfriend stands back in the apartment. The ex-boyfriend forces his way in, and the new boyfriend shoots him. Two signs of emotion, right?
True.
The ex-boyfriend lost his temper. He was trying to push his way in. The new boyfriend stayed calm. He walked back. He was calm. He stayed there. Once he got rushed, he took the shot. So I talked to my son about the emotions. He got upset because apparently she was with this guy or he was in the apartment, whatever the situation was. Now he is either, I don't know if he passed away or if he's in the hospital, but either way, he got shot. That was emotions, right? Situations are hard, right? If you caught up with somebody you love or feeling, but it would have been totally different if he would have walked away. Right? So we talk about those situations, whether it's dating somebody, whether it's on the street and somebody approach you and they say something, you got to be in control with your emotions. We see so many young men today shooting each other. They don't have no care about it. But why is that? Is it because they can't control their emotions, right? They get so upset that they just lose control. So that's one of the things that's really big for me to talk to my son about and how to manage that and control that so it doesn't put you in prison for 20 years or a lifetime or put you in a casket.
You know? Facts. That one emotion. Right.
Emotions is a serious thing. Emotions is action in motion. Emotions.
I like that.
It's very important to control your emotions because it can get you in situations, you know what I'm saying, where you're not really yourself at the time because you're so emotional. You're not really yourself at the time. So once you calm down, you're like, oh man, what I did? I shot somebody, I killed somebody, I hurt somebody, I robbed them, I did something. Now it's kind of too late because now you might either be in jail, you might get hurt yourself, or you might have hurt somebody or something like that. So you want to be able to control your emotions because a strong person is a person that's able to control their emotions. It's easy to flip out. It's easy to flip out. It's easy to, you know what I'm saying, curse somebody out, or beat you, or pull a gun out, or fight somebody, or, you know what I'm saying, get all physical. You know what I'm saying? And people think, especially young adults, think that is showing that you're tough and that you're bad and you know what I'm saying, and you don't take no S. No, if you're calm and you're cool and you don't let another person control your emotions, because when another person control your emotions, they control you. And they become like your guy. They become like your guide or your God because they control your emotions. They'll say something like, well, yo, watch me do this, man. Watch me tell my man that he's ugly or he can't play no ball. And so a guy or a friend come up to another friend and say, man, you ugly, you can't play no ball. And if you get all caught up into that, now you're ready to fight. Now you're upset. Now your emotions, your day is messed up because you got your emotions on the ground instead of saying, man, listen, I love myself, man. I know I'm good. You know, since I don't care what you're saying. And that's you avoided that. So a lot of times we gotta think. We gotta let our mind override our emotions. we gotta control our emotions with our mind. We have to have discipline. You know what I'm saying? Because if not, you'll get yourself in situations. I'm talking from experience because of the times that I'm talking to y'all, much love. A lot of times myself, you know what I'm saying, I react out of emotions and get myself in situations and me, I'm a caring person. So later on, I feel bad about it and I'll beat myself about it. So I strive to control my emotions. You know what I'm saying? So you control me. Can you control your emotions? You control yourself. If you don't control your emotions, you don't control yourself. Others outside of you control you. You gotta be careful of the music you listen to. You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of this music controls a lot of people, get people hyped up. You know what I'm saying? People drink a little bit, people get a little drugs in their system, especially the young youth, or people in general. Drink a little bit, you know what I'm saying? And smoke a little bit, whatever you're doing. And you start listening to certain music and you're all hyped up and you're this and that and this. And if you're upset at somebody or you're mad at somebody or you had a situation with your girl, you might react out of emotion. You might do something or say something that's you're gonna regret later. So please, people, please let your mind override your emotions. Control yourself, be calm, be cool. Strong person is a person able to control their emotions. A lot of times, you're more of a man than woman when you walk away. You could be in a relationship. You could be in a relationship with your wife, your girlfriend, and she got your day not going too good, and she kind of ticking you off, and now you start getting emotional. You could be like, well, you can cuss her out, or scream and yell, and knock things over, and kick things over. Or you could be like, okay, I'm just gonna take a little time out. I'm just gonna roll my car, listen to a little music, relax. And then you feel better about it later on because you didn't call her and say anything call her out her name or say anything wrong, and you didn't hurt her feelings. So you just stepped out. Everybody's calm. Now you come back together. You can talk, and that's what everybody might be dealing with: friend, school, work, whatever. That's what I'm saying. So strive to control your emotions. Then you controlling yourself because you gotta learn. You gotta learn to control ourselves.
That's right.
Six.
Let's talk about. It's easier said than done.
True.
Yeah, because we sitting there telling them that they gotta control their emotions. Don't think that you're just gonna wake up and have control of your emotions. It has to be something that you absolutely work on. Like he said, you gotta be able to walk away. You gotta be able to take a deep breath. You gotta be able to put your ego aside.
But what you said was very important. What you said,
Which part?
as far as you get something from the ground roots. You know what I mean? You telling him from the ground roots. You know what I mean? You raising him to control your emotions, right? A lot of people don't have that in their life. You know what I mean? They're talking to their kids about controlling emotions. You know what I'm saying? Controlling your emotions. You know what I mean? It's easier when as you get older. You know what I mean? And you go through some things so you control your emotions. Damn, what if I did that? And then you see a lot of things. You see your homeboys, your friends, whatever, you know what I'm saying? Shot somebody on some dumb shit. And then you're like, damn, if he wouldn't have did that, now he locked up. So you see a lot of things from experience. You know what I mean? So as you get older, you know what I mean, you start controlling your emotions a lot better because let's keep it 100. You ain't a man if you can't control your emotions, bro. You ain't a man if you can't control your emotions, bro.
That's one of the.
You're not a man if you can't control your emotions.
That's one of the
like this.
things you have to do
Listen,
to be a man.
Now, when I was younger, you stepped on my shoes, there's a problem, right? Yeah, you stepped on my shoes, I want to fight, right? You know what I mean? As a man, you step on my shoes, oh yeah, my bad, yo, you good? You know what I'm saying? And you walk away because we know now there's consequences behind our emotions. You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
True.
That's why, you know what I mean? We know it's consequences, you know what I mean? That's why I don't want no smoke. You know what I mean? Like I was telling Mike one day, I was like, yo, if I drive by a gas station and I see a bunch of kids out there, a bunch of people out there, and they looking rowdy out there.
Energy don't feel right.
Yo, energy don't feel right. I'm going to another gas station. Yeah. Right? Not because I'm scared of these young cats, but
you know
the consequence that I have. You know what I mean? Exactly. Because if they wild out, I'm a wild out. You know what I'm saying? Exactly. And I can't be thinking about my consequences when my life on the line. You see what I'm saying?
My biggest thing is stay out the way.
Yeah, you stay out the way. That's the main thing. True. If you can stay out the way, stay out the way. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. But controlling your emotions, man. Like right now, you can say anything to me. I'm like, and I'm laughing off, whatever, you know what I'm saying? You ain't touch me, I could care less, you know what I'm saying? But like you said, what you're doing in your household, you know what I'm saying, with the emotion points, things like that, man, that's golden, bro. And a lot of people need to be doing that. Real talk.
Let me give y'all a little story, right? So I used to work in the prison system, right? And I'm talking to one of the OGs, a lifer. And he was telling me that one of the new inmates, one of his roommates, was a young kid. He was about 19.
Yeah.
So when the 19-year-old came in, he asked him. He said, "So, yo man, what you in here for?" He said, "Oh man, dude was disrespecting me and I shot him." He said, "Okay." He said, "So from the time the conflict happened to the time you shot him, how long was that?" He was like, "I don't know, 2-3 minutes." He said, "Okay." He said, "How much time the judge give you?" He said, 25. He said, "So you made a choice in 2 to 3 minutes that's gonna have you in prison for 25 years. And when he said that, it hit me. I'm not even locked up in there. And I was like, yo, 2 to 3 minute decision gave me 25 years.
A long time of suffering. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And at that moment, he said that young man just sat on his bunk and just was like, guess he was thinking about it. It hit him like, yo,
No doubt.
I lost everything for a decision that was in 2 to 3 minutes.
Yeah.
So that's more stuff I talk to my son about, like those quick decisions. You gotta stop and kind of pause things. And think of, like you said, consequences is everything. If you start thinking about the consequences, it'll slow you down.
You don't think about
It will
those
slow you
till
down.
get older. True.
Yeah.
That's like 80% of people locked up is because of emotions.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, emotions.
That's the story go time and time again. We don't plot nothing out.
True.
Now,
We don't scheme nothing out, plot nothing out.
I'm gonna take a little turn. I'm gonna take a little
Emotions
turn with
us.
this, right? I'm gonna take a little turn with this. When we talk about consequences and locked up and stuff, what I hate to see is the dude that went and did years in prison, and he comes out to the young dude and be like, "Yo, it wasn't nothing, man. I did that time on my head." Nah, what I want to see is, "Yo, young man, you don't want to be in there."
Exactly.
I had to share the toilet. We got one TV split between the blacks and the Hispanics. You gotta watch out for this gang, you gotta watch out for this gang, and guess what gang don't stick together in there? The blacks.
Facts.
Because the Mexicans are killer bees, they stick together. The white boys, Aryan Nation, stick together.
But you
Right.
know what? Let me touch on that.
So
right
I know I'm going off, but
there.
it's
Nah, you right, but I'm gonna touch on that right there. But it's only the cornball ass niggas that come out saying shit like that. It's always the cornballs come out talking about jail ain't this, jail ain't that. You know what I'm saying? And still talk that street shit
Have to
when
learn
they come
it.
out.
Have to
It's
learn
cornballs
it.
who do
Have to learn
that.
it.
Because real G's when they come out, they talking to the youth like, yo, chill out with that. Let me tell you something, bro. You can tell a real street motherfucker, you can look at his kids. You can tell a real street motherfucker by looking at his kids. That's real talk, alright? If you look at somebody from the streets and you look at their kids, you know what I mean, so-called from the streets, you look at their kids and they rowdy, they out here selling drugs and they doing, that dude was a cornball. You know what I mean? That was not a street motherfucker, alright? I know, I've been there, done that in the streets, you know what I mean? Yo, and I know people that's been in the streets. All their sons, real respectful, going to school, getting their education. You know why? Because real street motherfuckers ain't gonna let their child go down the path that they went down. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
They'll die
Absolutely.
before they let their child do the shit
Yeah.
they did. You know what I'm
Absolutely.
saying? That's why I be saying when these niggas be getting out of jail, talking all that street shit, you know what I'm saying? And their kids out there doing that same shit, you was a fucking cornball.
Yeah.
You was a cornball,
That's
nigga.
called
You know what I mean?
parenting.
You was a fucking runner. You was that nigga we sent some shit, go to the store and get us this, nigga. You know what I mean? You got caught up on some dumb shit. You know what I mean? Being a fucking dude boy. That's all I gotta say about it, because that's a touchy situation. Because I see all these cornballs coming out still talking that street shit, man.
You're right,
Cut
you're
that
right.
shit out,
That-
man.
that-
Talking
that
that shit
kills
to the
me.
youth, man,
Right.
you's a fucking cornball.
That
And I
kills
said it, you know what I mean?
Right.
And that's what it is, what it is, you know what I
I
mean?
feel
But like
you.
I said,
Like you said.
like I said,
Go ahead.
like I said, man, you want to see a real street nigga, look at his kids, man.
Got you.
The niggas, I promise you, they're on the up and narrow. You know what I mean? Doing a lot better than what they did.
True.
We ain't let them going out like that, nigga. I died before my kids do the
True.
shit I did.
But when the OGs come out and they do talk to the kids.
Yeah, no, that's a plus.
Like
I rock with
him
them.
talking to his kids.
Yeah, I rock with them.
That's what I'm talking about. That's how it's supposed to be. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? But another thing too, also that need to control their emotions is the woman. We gotta touch
That's
on
super fact. That's
we
super
have
fact.
to touch on you sisters. You know what I'm saying? We gotta touch on you sisters too.
No doubt, no doubt.
We focus because
Yeah, no doubt.
we're males, we
No
men,
doubt.
and we know the young boys is out here flipping. You know what I mean? Because they're not controlling their emotions, and so we could be screaming and yelling out to you to y'all young brothers. So y'all gotta control that. But sisters, you gotta work on that too, sisters. You gotta work on your emotions, and we know that women are more emotional than men. We understand that, but you can discipline it. You can discipline your emotions. You can discipline it. A lot of times, sisters gotta understand men. A lot of times, sisters, you come out your mouth wrong, or or you react wrong, or you say something wrong, or you become selfish, or you know what I'm saying. You have to be able to control your emotions, because sometimes you might, for instance, if you're in a relationship and the man is out there, he's working, doing what he got to do, and he come home and he's striving to provide for you, the children, and everything that had to be done, and you're in emotions right now. You know what I'm saying? You're upset at him because you say you don't go out, we can't do this, we don't do that. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes you just got to understand. You just got to be able to control that and understand what's going on with him and what's going on, and control those emotions. Control what you say. Control how you come out your mouth. Because I've seen a lot of sisters talk to their brothers very disrespectful. Very, very, very disrespectful. And I'm talking about good men through my pursuits in life, and brothers that I've been around. You know what I'm saying? Good brothers. So, we ask you sisters too to be able to control those emotions, work with us, let's work together. You know what I'm saying? Let's be able to talk. You know what I'm saying? Make things happen, and just grow together. You know
I got one for you, Mike.
Build off that.
So what about the single mom that's raising the boy, and she's emotional?
Yeah. So
and now she's passing that on to her son.
So what's happening? But to me, what I see with that, my opinion, what's happening is that when the woman is emotional and she's passing on to the son, you're raising a killer. You're raising a thug. You're raising a street guy. You're raising somebody that could become abusive. You're raising somebody that can't control their anger. They feel that solving things is to shoot, kill, fight, whatever, something negative, a negative result out of that. When it's that, statistically, if you even look at statistics, most of single women that raise young men, the young men end up in jail. They end up dead. End up on drugs. They end up, you know what I'm saying? They end up killing somebody. They end up, just uneducated. You know what I'm saying? It's not a positive result from a woman raising children by herself, and she's really emotional. You know what I'm saying?
That's the key. Because I was about to go against you, because everybody in my neighborhood grew up with a mom only.
It's an attack on single women.
Right. So I don't want. So
much love. We both
I'm talking about my mama, my auntie. They raised us, and it was only them, right? So that's not a cop out for these young men. Well, I ain't had no dad. I don't want to hear that shit.
Yeah, me little cuz.
I don't hear
Exactly. See, so this is what I'm saying. Like the brother just brought up, like the beloved brother just brought up. Like, even like when our mothers, a lot of us we had fathers. A lot of us had mothers.
Right.
And my mother was short. She was like about 5'4", and we towered over her. But when she says something, we do it. You know why? Because she wasn't going off emotions. She was going off discipline.
That's the key.
She was going off structure, and she was going off respect. It's going to be established in this house. And I'm dealing with men, so I'm gonna deal with men. I'm gonna deal with men like how a man's supposed to be dealt with as a mother trying to raise a child. Now you let the ladies be like, oh, don't do this, don't say that. That's my son. No. These are men, and if there's not a father there to balance it out, ladies, don't let your emotions spoil this guy. You know what I'm saying? Do what's right. You know what I'm saying? Do what's right. You know what I mean? So.
Our moms, they kicked in the doors with bats and everything. They weren't scared, bro. You know what I'm saying? They were swinging on you, bro.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? We were scared of our moms. You know what I mean? It wasn't no friendship.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? No, mom,
they loved on us.
We wasn't
came with the bullshit.
No, we wasn't cool. You know what I mean? To this day. You know what I mean?
And
to this day.
Yeah, to this day. And the crazy thing is this. We were raised that if one of the males would have been disrespectful to their mom, all the brothers and cousins would have been on his ass.
Damn right.
Right?
Damn right. Uncles, brothers,
so
there was
a different, it was a different thing. Like, yo, you're not talking to your mom, my aunt, or whoever like that.
Yeah, exactly.
We definitely protected the women.
Absolutely.
Even our homeboys. Mothers.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? We helping her put up the groceries, everything.
Yeah, absolutely.
She walking down the street, we see her boyfriend putting hands on her, guess what? We ain't playing that.
Exactly.
The respect, bro, we ain't playing about our women.
Because we appreciated the struggle that they had.
So,
exactly.
Exactly. Yep. So, hey, big shout out to our single women. We all doing a wonderful job out there. We just trying to touch on some points, alright? So, thank y'all for tuning in to another Real Spit production. So we out of here. See y'all next time. Holla at you.
Peace. OG Mike, love you.